did it.
After all those technical difficulties, welcome to Toddy Rap or to Rap or whatever we're called. That one time we reincarnated a podcaster.
We don't know anymore.
Sometimes we podcast and sometimes we podcast. Today is the end of the year.
Dude, my favorite
for
part
anime of spring 2021.
Is when you look up our channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of like conspiracy or religious videos. It's great.
Yes.
Reincarnation, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll slap those two together.
Yeah.
Because, sure. I wonder how many people.
I dig it.
Like, you know how when you autoplay something, you're like, oh, I'm going to listen to this long podcast. It starts playing, and then you go out of the room and you come back, and they're like 20 minutes into our podcast. Like, what the fuck are they talking? There's no Jesus in these people.
What are you talking about, dude? We're just we're a wholesome Christian podcast.
Has Jesus on it.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus is holding instruments, I guess.
Just like real Jesus did.
And there may or may not be an upside down cross on this shirt, but yeah, totally.
Well, welcome to all reincarnated people.
Welcome to the religious people.
We're going to talk about our religion, waifus today.
Sick guys, say less.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, yep.
I feel like, a priest is going to come down and slap you in the head. He's like, thick thighs will save your life. And then you'll be able to walk around.
Are we like the monk people in fucking Monty Python?
Oh, no. I was thinking more like, the churches where they just yell at you to save your life or something.
So, you know how people bless you and they put like the hands on your head or whatever? On this scenario is you're in between two thighs. And someone just like, oh,
praise the thighs.
Well, anyway, after that, today is the end of spring.
Well, it's like next
spring.
week.
Well, I would say it is
like
now.
this week.
There's how many shows? There's like 4 shows that haven't ended.
Yeah.
Probably.
So it's like, it's basically over. And,
I can guess how they end though.
And shows right now, I think there's already shows for next season that's out right now.
Already?
Yeah.
I know there's a couple that haven't started yet. But
They even have a break, dude.
I know.
Well, I think there's
depends
like
on
1 or
some of
2
them.
shows. It matters if there's 12 or 13 too.
Because I know there's a couple that still have like a week or 2 before they start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I was looking, we'll look at it later. There's like 1 or 2 shows that are like, oh, episode 1 is out. And I'm like, what?
Looks shitty though.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that are just like,
fuck it. We'll watch
Is
it
this
later.
where we're picking the shows we're watching?
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, shit.
You haven't looked?
No, I did.
No,
I think I know. I
goes.
already know which one I'm going
You got
for.
your phone. You can
I
always
already
look
know
at
which
it.
one I'm going for.
Well, we're going to start off with reviewing this great season of anime. You didn't even watch any of it.
I watched some of it.
You saw 2 episodes of all of the shows.
I think I watched like 3.
3?
Yeah.
So 1 episode
Well, like
each?
3.5. Because you watched one with you and you were almost done with it.
What's that? Oh, the Kabaddi?
Yeah.
I know you've seen the Kabaddi once or twice with me in the background.
We saw the first episode of 89 together.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We're up to 2 right there.
And Nagatoro, the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it
So
together.
3? Dude,
Good
he's
job,
seen
Eddie.
3 episodes this season.
Well, how many books did he read?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
That's how many
he doesn't care.
How much money did he spend?
Oof.
Because I can tell you I spent $30 on anime this year. Or this season.
On anime this season?
Yeah, because about 2 months worth of anime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$15 each. It's $30.
Yeah.
I'm waiting, Eddie.
I don't have the answer to that number.
Is it more than $100?
Easy. Is it more than $300?
Over the course of like the season, so that's like a month or so.
2 months.
2 months. So 2.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 3 months.
Was that 3
It's
months?
12 weeks.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah.
spent $45 on anime. I'm sorry, I lied to you.
No comment.
Oof.
But I was entertained. Leave me alone.
I'll say about like
Okay, never mind. I remember which one I'm picking.
$500. It's the Madhouse one, isn't it?
Yep.
I knew it.
I was like, I remember which one. I like how you knew.
It's because he told me, but I
Oh.
was like, of course he would choose this one. I thought you were gonna choose another one, but I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. It might have been the other one I told them I might pick, but that's fine.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the one that hasn't fully chosen yet, so I'll probably go last.
Yeah.
Of course
is he doing the one I think it is?
Shut up. We're talking about anime right now.
Sorry.
Who cares?
I only watched some. Okay, we'll talk about some of it.
Well, let's talk about the stuff that we didn't choose.
That we didn't choose. Okay.
Because I think we saved those 3 for the end.
Okay.
Because then we can go from there into our choices of next season.
Okay.
So, I don't know if someone wants to start. You want me to start? I just got a thing open.
You watch almost everything, right?
I've watched a lot. You've watched way more than I did.
I mean, of the stuff...
You might have dropped more than I did.
I think the only thing I watched that you guys haven't is Fruits Basket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Is it the continuation?
Yeah, it's 3rd season.
Is it the third season?
Final.
It's the final season.
Okay.
Final 3rd season.
Well,
there's one more season. I guess there's another 12 episodes left.
What? Oh, is it part of the same season?
Yeah.
They just split.
It just split. Yeah.
So, is it better? Is this longer than the original?
It's like manga, like almost panel
for
panel.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
really?
the original run ended before the manga ended.
Okay.
So they made their own, ending. It's like the same thing they did with like Shaman King starting. Yeah. So they obviously for like the 20th, it's like 20-year anniversary, 10, 15-year anniversary, something like that. They decided to redo the show and follow the manga completely.
So it's different than how the other one.
The ending is different.
Okay.
Because it follows the manga ending.
Okay. So I'm guessing the other one.
Better ending.
I'm guessing the other one finished before the manga finished.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that scenario.
Yeah, so they greenlit it for 3 25-episode seasons.
Damn, that's a lot.
I've gone through.
Anime.
I've gone through a lot.
It's very popular. So like, people will watch the show.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's you hit the old school because it's an older.
Hit the new
school. And then you hit new because it's still it's a good genre.
Yeah.
And
the animation's been updated and everything. It's very pretty.
It was very pretty.
It's very pretty.
It looks nice.
It
looks like a show. If I watched it when it was high schooler, I'd probably watch it now.
It was good.
But since it's just there's too much time, I don't have.
It hits right in the feels.
It does.
Even
the original. I was like,
it does it a lot.
I was looking at it, I'm like, it looks fun, but you telling me there's 75.
I don't know if you like it because it's like a reverse harem.
That's fine.
It's just like a shoujo, dude. It's a shoujo. It was like a shoujo.
The anime I've probably seen the most is Joran High School. Just because I have
no comments.
Just because I have cousins and most of them are girls. So that's a really good one to start girls off on.
I thought you were like with Hatali or something like that.
I don't think I've never watched that.
I've watched one episode and I was like, "What is this garbage?"
I refuse.
That's very popular with girls. What the fuck?
Is my computer dying?
I heard sizzling.
I heard sizzling too. It stopped though, so.
That means we're good, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep going until we see fire come out.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
Sparks and flames.
I just wonder if something adjusted. Anyway.
Okay, but yeah.
I hope you can hear that in the video.
But
hear my computer blowing up.
Well, I mean, it's behind the mic, right? So I don't know.
You can hear the fan.
Yeah, but the fan's like.
Like a turbine.
Yeah. But Fruits Basket was good. It's good so far. I'm excited to see it end.
Right.
So.
Well, we'll get your number, I think, at the end of next season.
Yeah. We'll rate it then. But it's good so far.
Are you gonna start with like the lowest show you watched this season,
or
like the highest?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just scrolling through here, and I was just gonna start naming stuff on here.
Okay.
So on the first one here that we haven't seen that we've seen together is Higehiro or Higi no Soro.
Higehiro.
No.
Is it that one?
No, it's the other one. It's the other old.
Oh, I watched that one.
Oh, did you watch all of it?
Yeah. Well, except for like the last episode, which is like this week's episode,
which comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. That one I did watch all of it.
Oh, okay.
Same. I just caught up this
literally
morning.
2 seconds ago.
Oh, did he?
I just like speed run.
He was like, he's watched that, and I think I spedlined it yesterday.
Oh no, that one is one I'm caught up on.
So that show is tilting as fuck.
How's it tilting, bro?
It's like wholesome.
How's it tilting?
It's tilting and wholesome.
Well,
at
it's
the same
both.
time. Yeah.
But it's tilting because, it's towards the end, I guess. It becomes more tilting because of
that last
I guess first episode.
That was such a bitch, dude.
That last episode
terrible. I do kind of excuse that slap she gave her.
Okay, the
That's
first
fine,
one.
yeah.
See, the first slap, I'm okay.
I was like, okay.
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 Everything that follows.
After that, I was like, bro.
Bro.
Okay, tone it down, dude. Excuse me.
Yeah, so let's go with stuff from the beginning a little bit. I think the show started off great. I like all the characters.
Yeah.
I thought that adding the other two girls was an interesting move for how short this is gonna be. They made it like
nothing.
They made it like it was gonna be a whole big thing, and they weren't very important in my mind.
I think it was more for her development.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the blonde girl was that useful.
No, she was toxic
She
as
was
shit.
she was kind of just useless as like a character in the show. I did like
the other chick serves a purpose.
She was good. I liked her. She was useful.
Yeah.
Makes sense to have her through the show. But the other girl was just like this was in the manga. We should put it, but we're gonna speed run the manga. I'm guessing, and skip a lot of her important stuff.
I did like her friend too, though.
Her friend was
good.
great. Yeah, her friend was great.
Fuck that guy. The other guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You told me, you're like, dude, they added another guy to the show. That's not my work. I'm like, no, you can't say that. I watched him like, fuck that guy. He's just an asshole.
Piece of shit guy.
Even though he does help her at the end.
He doesn't redeem himself.
No,
like,
he doesn't redeem himself.
Nicer, I guess.
Well, I think he just kind of understands. He's like, oh, fuck it. I'm not going to bother with
I ain't
this.
touching this with a temple pole anymore.
Yeah. He's like, I'll help her out and then deal with that. And I don't know. I said, I like the show.
I thought the brother was going to be an ass.
But he was a bro.
He was a bro, too.
But he's a bro.
Everyone in the show is a bro except for the fucking mom. Fuck the mom.
You know who else is in a bro?
Who?
Her classmates that made the
girl commit
suicide.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't expect that.
I didn't either. I'm like, oh, okay.
I thought maybe she ran away because her mother was abusive, or
see, I understood that.
Well,
there is that episode like earlier where you see the little flashbacks, just snippets, and I'm just like, oh, I see where this is going now.
I didn't expect her to run away because they thought she did it, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't really understand that.
You pushed her off the roof. Okay.
Yeah, she climbed over the rail, and then I pushed her. That makes sense. Yep.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, anything like that, someone always looks for a scapegoat or something to blame. And it's so easy to do something like that.
I'd argue that there's probably a shit ton of cameras, no matter where.
Does Japanese schools have a lot of cameras?
I think so.
Because here that's a thing.
I think they do.
But do they over there?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know, but I don't.
They were talking about the fucking camera when they were trying to enter the school. They're like, we have to go through this hidden route because there's cameras over here.
There might be exterior cameras there, but not on the roof. Because kids aren't supposed to be on the roof anyway.
Yeah, but that's
not locked technically, right?
Yeah.
And there's also now there's like fences. So you can't jump.
Which is another normal thing they have there.
Yeah.
Which they didn't have.
Why are they so mean, dude?
It's bullying me. I'm just like,
dude.
Do it here. You get your head shoved in the toilet, or you get in the locker, and over there they just bully you till you kill yourself.
No, that's what.
Well, they do that here now.
Yeah.
Oh, now
the internet.
Well, no. Now we have school shooters.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's something you wouldn't say. Anyway, so the show doesn't end until tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I did, at the end of the episode, you can read the name of the next episode.
Yeah.
It's called Future.
Yeah,
it's pretty obvious where it's gonna go.
What's the resolution?
She's gonna stay there until she graduates high school, and then she's gonna move in with that. Easy peasy.
I'll be happy with that ending.
Predictable.
Predictable.
I give this show personally a 7.
I
enjoyed it. I'll go with 7. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
So it's like 6.75.
I enjoyed the first half of it, and then the last 3 episodes are just like.
Oh, this got really tilting.
Yeah, we got tilting. I don't know, like predictably boring. For me,
that makes sense.
I want to end on that show. Bob, I know you have your show about the Konosuba creator.
Fucking love that show, dude.
Oh, it's so shit. Combatants will be dispatched.
It's so funny.
I dropped that show after episode 1 in my mind. I'll probably go through it again since I know who it is.
The only thing I saw on there that was funny, like looking at screenshots because I didn't watch it, is the references he does to Konosuba.
My issue is I don't think I saw much on r/anime like memes about this.
I saw a few.
Yeah, but I didn't see a lot, which I was expecting
Yeah.
to. Like Konosuba, you see constantly, even now, tons of memes from
Yeah.
it. That's why I thought it was weird.
I feel like Konosuba's a different animal than this thing is, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the same guy, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it was gonna be the same layout. But
I really
he's
like.
the only one that watched.
So there's my favorite part of the show is that because he's an evil agent, so in order to get points to trade for like weapons or other
Yeah.
things, he has to do evil things. Right? So he like in one episode he was running low on points and he needed like a weapon to fight the war. So he goes and flashes people in the village to get points. It was so fucking funny. And then the little kids start making fun of him. And then the ladies stop being like afraid of him and they stop working.
God.
I mean, it has his brand of humor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's just
It
like
is really
that
fucking
absurd kind of like ridiculousness. But yeah,
So I'll probably have to
sometimes.
pick it up then.
It's a little etchy and absurd and it's really funny.
It's what freaking Konosuba was.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I mean the story wasn't like
Yeah.
over the top or
Of
anything.
course not.
But
I don't think it was meant to be. But you think there's gonna be a season 2?
nah.
It's just a one and done.
Yeah, I think so.
One pump jump.
Yeah. I mean you could definitely do a season 2, but I don't think they
There's
will.
more source material.
Oh, ho, ho,
Of
ho,
course.
ho, ho.
It's a light novel. There's always
Mhm.
more source material. He knows. You can see it in
Yeah.
his paychecks.
I haven't read it, but yes, this is what I haven't read.
Oh my
They
god.
didn't
We'll read it later.
I probably will now.
they didn't beat the main bad guy or whatever, and now he's in like negative evil points, so he can't go back to his real
Oh
world.
fuck.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
The android is best girl.
Okay. I can't really say anything. I saw a little bit of them. I'm like, these characters are good and shitty at the same
The
time.
most weird character in the show is this tiger man
What?
that's into little boys.
Oh no!
So the next show.
This show.
That sounds like a show this season. But anyway, what do you think of the show? A number?
I got a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Pretty a little above
It's
average.
pretty decent. For what it is,
Yeah.
it's pretty decent. Yeah. It's not great.
Yeah. The next show I have on here is I max leveled as killing slimes over 300
Oh, the wholesome one.
years.
Yeah.
Love the show. I think they added characters until 6. Like they added. Let's see. They added the main character, the dragon, the other dragon, the ghost,
The
the
slimes.
twins,
Mm-hmm.
the demon. Oh wait, then they added the demon queen, which is a loli.
Did the house get bigger? Or did it just...
They said they added stuff to
They added
it.
stuff
It
to
wasn't too much,
Mm.
but I think like the demon ones, they stayed in their area,
Uh-huh.
and then
Yeah.
there's a lot of people you met throughout the show, but they kind of, besides the main cast, kind of stayed where they were, and they would cycle through to help.
I think that's just how the whole story's set up.
Yeah,
Like in general.
that's what it seems like. Because it'd be like one episode would be like helping the dragon, and the next episode it was helping this lady play music. And then she left somewhere, and then you see that. I know in the last episode, you see them all. They make like a, what's it called? A maid cafe as her house, and they all come there. And they all help her out and stuff. And it's
Is
just
that
like-
where it ends?
That's where it
that's
ends?
the last episode.
That's where it.
It was the maid cafe.
How many volumes is that?
It's only the first 2, which is the only ones I've read.
There you
So
go.
that's where it got to.
I don't really have much to
I
say
think,
about it. It's just a
yeah.
awesome show.
Cause
Like the characters.
Yeah, because I remember the maid cafe.
It's a 7.
Uh-huh.
It's basic.
Wholesome.
It's above.
It's
wholesome
wholesome.
as fuck.
It's just wholesome.
I got 2 shows on here for you. I know you dropped one of them. It's the shitty one. The childhood friend always wins.
Oh.
I drop it.
Did you watch all of
Yeah, I
it?
fucking
Oh,
love shit,
God.
dude.
I do want to hear how this ends if it finished.
Of course it didn't finish.
You know what? Not caught up.
You're not caught up?
I did try to catch up, and I don't know what the fuck happened or what is going on anymore.
Okay.
And then I just don't want to catch up. It's so bad.
So he did drop it.
I did drop
So
it.
you made it
I was thinking of the other.
The older or younger one?
Yeah.
That is the next one
That
on
one.
here.
For some reason, I thought you were saying that one. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so 2 childhood friends. This guy's a child actor. Finds out about both childhood friends. Blah blah blah. Confesses. Gets rejected by both. this girl pretends to have amnesia to get him
Oh my
back.
God.
Oh, you mentioned this.
Yeah.
You mentioned this.
Eventually, he catches on like, where you were pretending the whole time, blah 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 blah. And then there's like a secret bet with these other two friends that are like, oh, if he ends up with this girl, then his career will like he'll go back to being a good actor or whatever, because he was a good child actor and then shit happened. But it's like, oh, but if he ends up with this one, his career is just over. So we're just gonna help this girl get this guy, and then all a bunch of random shit happened, and I was like, fuck this shit. Ass. -1.
Oof.
Perfect.
Would not recommend.
I watched episode 1 and I said fuck this show, so I dropped it instantly.
I saw the title and I'm like, I'm not gonna touch it.
I thought it was gonna be wholesome.
I somehow just like,
The way it's gonna end,
there's no way.
he doesn't get with anybody. That's how it's gonna end.
I'm not gonna lie.
Of course, that's how it's gonna end.
So there was 4 shows this season that I was deciding
Was
to
that
pick
one of them?
through. So yeah, it was the older, younger one, older, younger one. That show and then nagatoro. I'm happy I didn't choose.
So
that
2
show.
of those are okay.
Anyway, so if you want to go to your next one with the
Oh,
older, younger
That
one.
one's wholesome. It's funny. I don't know if I like the end though.
Oh.
I don't know if I like the end.
Okay.
I don't know if you want
So
to explain a little bit
so-
before you get to the end, or if you just want to go straight in. I don't care.
they, it's this older guy. He's like the VP of this company.
Mhm.
Okay.
He gets saved by this teenage girl in the first episode because he was about to fall down some stairs.
Okay.
She gives him her lunch because he's like, I don't know, hungry. I guess that's why he was almost fainting.
Okay.
So she rushes to school, finds out because he goes to visit his sister after work, and she's there. He's like, oh my god, you're that girl. Let me hit on you, girl, because he fucks obviously because he's attractive. And then she's like, ew, no, get away from me. He's like, oh, I like that because no one rejects me, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's just him trying to like push on his feelings to her the whole time.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. This is kind of creepy. I don't like it. And then they introduce 2 other like love interests. One for the older guy, one for the girl. And because of that, then she realizes that she likes the older guy.
Weird.
So she rejects the
Younger
my
one.
homeboy.
Oh.
God, he was best boy, dude. She rejects my homeboy. He takes her like a champ, dude, right in the chin. He's just like, it's cool, we can be friends. I'm like, oh, nice. And then she just like the last few episodes is just her trying to come to with her feelings. Like, oh, I do love this guy, blah 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 blah. But because he's much older, like it's weird in public settings. Because like I didn't know they were having like a white Valentine or white day date, and then people from his work showed up and they're like, "Oh my God, is this your sister?" And he's about to say like, "No, it's blah blah blah." He's like, "No, yeah, he's my brother." But I was like, "Ooh, okay." And then the dad shows up and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing with this teenage girl? You're fucking what the fuck, dude?" And they've always had like a rough relationship, and then. Because at the end he's like, I'm gonna wait for her until she's like old enough or whatever. And the dad was like, okay, I can't respect that. And then the girl was like, yeah, just wait for me 1 more year.
So they wait.
So they wait, and it's over. It ends them decided they're gonna wait.
See, I don't mind that in the other one. This one, I kind of mind that.
I feel like this is a lot more sus.
To me, it felt more like grooming a little bit because he kind of just like pushed his feelings on her. And she was like, you know what, I do like this guy. I was just like,
It's probably the very definition of grooming.
Yeah, so I was like,
So it's like a 10 out of 10 for you.
6.
This is
higher
right.
than
This is right
higher
up
than
his alley.
The
No, I'm just kidding.
The first half was really funny
Uh-huh.
and wholesome, and it just like the last part of it, just like, I don't know about this.
Pushed a little too forward.
Yeah, like I don't know. The comments on Crunchyroll are pretty like split. It's really fun.
Of course it is. It's Crunchyroll. I don't
Yeah.
fucking touch it. I don't touch the comments down there. It's like I scroll down once in a while by accident. I'm like, well, fuck that. Fuck those people. They're cringy as fuck.
They're pretty crazy.
And then I
Like,
comment
these are
once
some
in a while.
radical ideas. My man. Why would you post this online?
They wouldn't post it anywhere else.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anyway, next one on our speed run, we got Joran in The Prince of the Snow and Blood. I know you saw
that one.
a little bit of that one.
I dropped this shit.
I know you dropped it. So, quick reference, it's a show where she's like some type of demon. She has like blood.
Blood powers.
They want her blood because they can use it to give other people powers. So they want to like milk her basically for blood.
Great choice of words.
Yeah, that's how you drink it. I'm like, perfect. Anyway, so it's like that. There's a lot of weird, like, her family was killed, so this guy took her in. And then she killed this family and took this girl in.
That girl tried to kill her because she killed her family.
Yeah, but so she ends up killing her in the end, but she took fake pills.
I remember you saying
the
that.
cycle of death.
Anyway, so in my mind, this show's animation is great. Like, the fight scenes are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They look pretty good.
Anytime when she went to demonic form,
I saw
her thing
that.
was the bird.
Like
where,
the transformation
yeah,
scene?
well, the transformation scene's really good, but anytime she would talk...
you remember the fucking Ghost
Rider. So she would... Well, she would have her normal face, but whenever she talked, blue flames would come out. And the blue flames, when they came out, they would make a skull. Like, where it would be normally. Like, she would disappear. It was very clean animation.
How does that end?
So she basically just fucking kills everyone, except the little girl. They tried to escape when she did the poisoning. So they escaped. They were living happily ever after. People chased her. She fucking just nuked everyone. Said fuck everyone. And then I think she dies at the end, and the older girl grows up, and then it ends with her taking care of someone.
Wow.
So it's like a kind of cycle.
How would you rate this?
So, because the animation was really good, but the story was really ass, 5. The animation saved us.
Clean split down the middle.
What if the animation was shit?
Like a 3. I think the animation made this show.
Yeah.
On here I have next to Super Cub.
Good thing I didn't waste my time.
Yeah, it was you could skip Super Cub. That's Eurocamp, but for fucking mopeds. Or for cubs, I guess they're considered. So it's about a girl who... It starts off fucking depressing. It's about a girl who has no friends, no family. She's living by herself. She makes no money. You know, she gets, like, money from the government, I guess. I don't know, for being by herself.
Welfare.
Yeah, pretty much. So she's doing that. She stumbles across this, like... Or she tries to bike to school, but it's uphill, and she's tired. And, you know, she's like, I gotta find something better. So she... finds this old man who sells, like, mopeds. And he's like, I'll sell it to you for 100 yen. For, like, $1.
Wow, what a
And
deal.
she's like, I'll buy it. He's like,
broken?
Well, 3 people died using this one.
Oh.
Which didn't really happen. I think one died from some weird, mysterious cause, not from the bike. And
almost like natural causes. He's had like a heart attack.
Yeah, one died of a heart attack. One person just sold the bike, so he died from it, and then something else. It was all bullshit. He was just a nice old man. So she starts driving it. She finds a friend who also has a Super Cub, and they become friends over that. And you learn her like building the bike and upgrading it throughout the show.
I should sell my car and get a moped.
And then at the end, they had one more character.
You do that.
Where she's a little girl. She's the same age, but she's just short as fuck. And she wants to be like them, but she's too short to ride a normal one. So at the end, she finds...
They make her a small one.
They make a mini. So this whole show is a fucking ad for fucking Super Cubs. Like, legit. It's like...
Is it full on 20-minute episodes?
Yeah. Oof. It's like legit. Like, you learn about how they upgrade it. Her friend crashes hers.
Yeah.
So she has to get an off-roading one. So they have an off-roading one, which I found out. And you can't climb Mount Fuji with it. They haven't done it much, but you can climb Mount Fuji on a moped.
Okay.
And then you find the mini one at the end. Nice. I think the show, with all the wholesomeness, 7.5.
Nice.
You watch the most wholesome shit.
I always watch
That's what he looks for.
Wholesome shit.
Did anyone watch this show?
No.
Fuck no.
Okay.
I'll play the game.
I'll play the game when it comes out.
I don't know. I guess me next again. Godzilla came out on Netflix. Godzilla SP.
He watched that. I saw.
sped run through that fucker.
I just looked over your shoulder and saw some of it.
I saw
and that
12
was
episodes in
all I've
like
seen.
fucking a day and a half. Oof. No, like I watched it. It was in English because it's on Netflix, so I was able to do it while not paying attention.
Yeah.
So you'll love parts of this show.
Oh, joyous.
So, you get all the creatures, all the Godzilla stuff, basically, except Mothra, some of the smaller ones. But you fight, it's about 2 different groups of people. One is, they're like a mechanics thing, and they're with Jet Jaguar, which I guess he was an old fighting thing, if you go through the thing.
Yeah.
And then you have this other group there's like a time thing that's going on because of the Godzilla. There's like a dimensional time loop because of him. So the show has a lot of great action scenes. It's CG'd, but it's very covered up pretty well, and I think. But whenever, like, the first one is the flying one, the Tyrannosaurus, whatever. Pterodactyls, thank you. That's Rodan. But there's many Rodans throughout this, because I guess there's multiple. But anytime any of the old monsters come on screen, it's the old screams. Like, legit, you can hear from, like, the old stuff. It sounds so out of there, because you're like, that doesn't sound right, because it sounds old as fuck.
Is Godzilla's scream still the old scream?
Yep.
Yes!
He morphs, because in the beginning, I'm like, this is Godzilla? He doesn't really look like him. So you know how...
like a squirrel?
He looks like he does in...
Shin?
And then he evolves to the big one.
Oh, with the
the
big googly eyes.
He evolves into the big one, and you're like, oh, this is Godzilla again. But also, you'll also love is they play... The music is great. They play the original music for whenever the monsters come out. So you'll be like, oh, that's the theme for that monster. I know it. I've listened to it enough.
I've heard the Godzilla music so much.
The main girl's pretty fun. The other 2 guys are fun. You meet this old man who runs the robot, and he's an old fucking man. And whenever he's on screen, he'll start talking, and then his eyes go fucking 2 different directions. And you're like, he's a crazy old man. I love him. I think this is a good show. I think you might like it. There are certain parts of the show that are very just complicated.
So he'll like it for fan service stuff.
It's a very fan service.
It didn't look all CG festy like the other ones
I
did
think
too.
this show is the best Godzilla thing since Shin has come out.
Damn.
Yeah,
so I think it's
probably.
like a 7.5.
Tell me you didn't like Godzilla versus King Kong?
We had this conversation.
Next show is your soccer one with the girls.
Oh, did you finish it? Did you watch all of it?
Dude, if you watch the prequel, it's so fucking good. And then you watch the rest of the show,
And it's not?
and it's ass. Except for the last 3 episodes.
Oh.
Does it get hype or?
It gets hyped because they're a shitty team,
Okay.
but they're fighting the best team in the region, and if they lose there, it's over. It's just the beginning of the inner high. And right now I think they're losing 2-0. And the last episode is on Monday.
Oh, fuck.
See, they may catch up. They don't know.
Most likely. Well, I don't think so. Cause man,
I don't think they
You
will.
know how fucked up would be? You're the best team. It's like, you can't play. You lost the game. It's
They
like,
ha-
what the fuck is
This
this
team
bullshit?
has not been scored on for like years.
So stupid.
So I'm just like, I think you guys are
I don't know. It could be pretty funny. You could be like what was it? Fucking Patriots Giants game.
Oh,
where they were
God.
13-0, and then at the Super Bowl they got
As my
they
dad
lost.
will always say, because he's a Giants fan, they went 13 and 1 giant loss.
Wow.
I'm like, thanks,
Maybe's
Dad.
the stage.
Thanks.
But
Dad joke
the
to Big
animation
Scream.
for the last 3 episodes is really good. It's like they upped the budget just a little bit to actually animate the game scenes.
So it's not just still images?
It's not, or off-screen games like, oh yeah, we won this game or we lost this game because this happened. Because they did that a lot. I'm like, bro, why?
I want to watch the sport.
That's why I want to watch this shit happen.
I'm so tilted because I really, like, you chose the sports anime.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it, it's got girls in it. And they're playing soccer. That's what we like. Soccer.
You like the prequel. The prequel's really
I'll probably
good.
watch that.
It's really fucking good.
And then you just said how bad it is. I'm like, damn. Oh well.
There's some characters
like,
that
at
are
least you
not
didn't choose
likable at all. There's one girl that she's really talented, but she's really edgy and quiet.
Okay.
And then this other one, there's like a rich snob girl. Just stereotypical. That one.
Oh.
And she fucks up all the time.
Is she blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
I can
her.
close
If
my eyes and draw it right
yeah,
now.
if she wasn't in the show,
The fucking
great.
corkscrews.
Oh no, she has a ponytail.
Ooh, different. Okay,
Yeah,
different.
okay.
Well, it's because it's not like
'Cause
a,
they
it's
do-
not it's not a fantasy show.
Yeah, they do sports all of it.
Yeah, it's not a fantasy show.
I mean, the store is sponsored by the three main like sports companies.
Is it
Oh,
really?
wow.
Adidas, Pumas, and Nike.
No shit.
Yeah.
So you also watched an ad for...
Watch that now for shoes.
For shoes that he's gonna buy anyway.
The shoes are pretty. These are like
Oh,
I know these are
I told you.
Adidas cleats. I know.
Bob, watch
Adidas
Super
cleats are
Cup,
what's
you'll buy a
up, dude.
fucking-
It just reminds me of high school and everyone with these fancy ass Adidas
Because,
soccer
like,
shoes.
Because you know they zoom into the legs, so I'm like, I know those are Adidas.
Yeah.
Dude, a Puma cleats. Those are nice. The good
Are
running,
they?
They're
running
al-
cleats?
They're,
I don't know.
They're
about
also
soccer ones.
in the show. I'm like,
Are they?
yeah, with the Puma. And like,
Yeah.
that's
Soccer
how you
ones,
know.
Because I
remember
just,
clean.
I mean, obviously, you know, friends growing up were always in soccer. Right?
Sure.
It was always Adidas. It was
Yeah.
always just the Adidas.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Adidas boy.
I feel like
Adidas
they
boy.
were like that.
It's fucking Josh.
They were that in between area of price.
Yeah.
But what do you think? You think the show was a god tier show?
Look at him contemplating it.
It has so much potential.
remember-
As an Adidas commercial.
Remember, 5
Is it good?
5 is average. What do you think?
6.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
It's pretty good. Like the
Okay.
slice of life is pretty good, but
It's
I
just
wish.
the game sucks.
Yeah, the game sucks. So
Okay.
I think they just needed more budget,
Mm.
and it would have been a great show, a great sports anime.
Yeah, yeah.
But like
sucks.
the I guess the message or whatever behind is pretty good.
Yeah.
Is it one of those animes where they do sports where it's like, we're gonna do the game, and then they
No
kick
game.
the ball and it freezes, and then it's like, oh, go.
No, that's what I was asking. But
At the beginning, yeah, it's like,
Okay.
oh, we're gonna dribble past this.
It's like the
Still
freeze
frame.
frame
Yeah,
and the
still
dribble.
frame.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't mind it once in a while because sometimes it's clean, but
I do
that's
like the
whole thing.
realism of this one because you know in other sports animes that like having this dialogue while they're running like, oh, we gotta go do this.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
I'm gonna stop you. It's
the
not, it's not
the
like
traditional shonen fight
Yeah.
in sports.
this. It's sport. It's
Yeah,
not like that. It's,
okay.
it's more realistic. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty quick pace and like
Oh yeah.
no, go fucking block over here and go over here like really quick. That's nice. It's not like I'm gonna jump 20 feet up in the air.
I kicked the ball, I
Kick the ball,
headbutt it.
yeah.
Why
It
is
becomes-
headbutting you do a bicycle kick?
It becomes fucking Shaolin soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that. So I do appreciate the realism.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the soccer references in the show, pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
So if it was just better animated, you think it'd
If
be
it
like
was
a
better
7
animated,
or 8?
yeah, it would be probably an 8 in my
Okay.
eyes.
Nice.
That's not that bad though.
Nice.
So hopefully it gets a second season. But who knows?
Well, probably not. It's anime. Anyway, next one I got on here is Let's Make a Mug. It's a 14-minute
It is a short
episode.
His short, wholesome one.
So, they announced season 2 for it already. What? October 2021. Anyway, so this show is
They just make mugs.
no. So she's a girl who her mother died and they can't afford anything anymore. Always depressing in the beginning. So she moves back to her original town, like where they used to live.
Uh-huh.
So their parents or her father runs a diner basically, and he has all this fancy ceramics like plates, mugs that her mother used to make. So she ends up working or going to a ceramics club, and she starts going there, and she's learning how to do it, and she finds out her mother was like really famous and stuff about it. So she's trying to now build up to being like her protege, I guess, and trying to equal her.
Uh-huh.
And she finds out that at the end of the year they have a big ceramics, I don't know, exhibition. I guess that's the best word for it. So they're just so she's trying to build something that would be like a masterpiece.
Uh-huh.
And she really wants her dad to like believe in her. Her dad's great as a character, but she just has really bad feelings, like bad on herself. So it's very sad throughout the thing. Like she builds cups and plates and stuff, and has her dad, like she breaks her favorite dad's bowl, she rebuilds it, and she's happy about that. But at the end, she finds her mother made this big crystal or big ceramic thing that has like this crystal coloring. So she wants to make a seat out of ceramic. So she does a weave, and then she weaves in rope so you can sit on it. So she goes through the whole thing. She doesn't win anything, but she brings it home, and her dad's like really happy about it. And she puts it by like where her mother in Japan where they like the little thing.
The shrine.
Yeah, and her dad finds out that's what she did it for, like for him, and he goes to sit on it while she's not there,
Right.
and it's fucking shatters.
Wow.
While she walks in, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry," and she starts crying, but she's crying because she's happy that it meant so much to him that he would use it. So it becomes really sad because of all the emotions towards the end.
That wholesome, that wholesome.
Yeah, it's like
feels.
it's a wholesome cry.
The
You're like,
wholesome feels.
so hopefully in the next season you'll see her like learn how to do new stuff. So it's like it's a
Nice.
7.
Nice.
I know on here. I think you watched Shaman King.
Love that show.
Is it still going? I
Fuck
don't-
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
So it's
that
a
one's gonna
2
keep
season
going
thing?
for.
I think
Oh, it's like a
That
40
was-
season
yeah,
thing.
I think I go like 50 episodes or something like that.
Because are they going all the way to the end?
All the way, baby.
See that? Yeah, so it's doing what Fruits Basket did.
Okay, because we'll skip that. We can skip To Your Eternity then.
Yeah, because that
next
one's
season.
that one's still going.
To Your Eternity. It doesn't have a.
It's-
That one's continuing as
Yeah, it's
well.
continuing
Yeah.
this next
Yeah.
season.
I don't know if
It's really
you want.
good,
You
though.
can say. anything
I've been really
more
meaning to
quick.
go in. I really
9
want
out
to
of
go
10.
in.
9 out
Yep,
of 10.
I really want to start
it's my wholesome depression like show every week.
it. Okay.
I get those
Like
mixed
Violet?
in of it.
Someone's gonna die next episode.
Like Violet, almost.
Yeah, that was more depressing. Though.
No.
I have 2 shows I know we've basically watched, but I'm gonna name a few things. Tokyo Revengers. Anyone seen that?
Fuck no.
Okay, we'll skip that.
I meant to
one.
watch it and I just never got to it.
Shaman
I heard it has
King.
a really shitty main character.
Did you finish Zombieland Saga?
No.
Okay.
I only got like halfway through it.
Okay.
I did finish the Spider Show.
Did you?
Did it end this season? Oh no,
Well,
was that like
There's a-
weird in
there's-
between,
There's
right?
supposed to be an
Oh no,
episode
no, no.
yesterday, but
Yeah.
it's probably just ended.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking of the slime show.
Where'd it
Sorry.
end?
It ended. They kill Hugo finally. His bitch ass.
Oh, so they're at okay.
They're at the war.
They're in the Elvish sanctuary, right?
Yeah, and the demons
Okay,
are
so
trying to invade.
okay, never mind.
the
So
elves.
it ends exactly where I thought it was gonna end. Okay, perfect, fine, that works.
Yep. Humans worst characters.
Yep. And the
Sure.
elves. Fuck
Always
the
has
elves.
them.
Is it Shun or whatever the hero?
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Worst character.
The hero before him is a bro. But-
Julius.
yeah,
Yeah.
that guy's a bro.
His brother. Fuckhead. He's such a shitty character.
Yep. Because I remember that, like, original hero's a bro, and like the people he's with, they're bros.
Nobody likes that guy.
No.
He's such a fucking self-centered, like hero complex dude.
Oh yeah,
He's such a bitch.
that's why he's not the main character.
God.
Thank goodness.
There was this scene last episode where he's obviously this girl is overpowered as fuck, and he could just kill all of them in one swing. He's like, they like surrender for him. Like, no, if you don't fight us or if you don't kill us or whatever, we won't pursue you or don't do anything. Like, he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. And then he skates up like, no, we can't let her get away.
What chick is it?
It's Sophia,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he
Okay.
just fucking
okay.
murdered
yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Okay.
and she's like, oh, you're gonna fucking let your friends die for your ego? He's like, oh no, you calling me out. Fuck her. I wish he would have died, but
No. He's still there.
still there.
Well, that's good. I mean, it hasn't caught back up, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a good show. Minus the animation.
So 5.
It's a solid 7. The story's great.
The story's really good.
But there's some CG fights that are just so bad. So
I
bad.
feel like that to me was like the most disappointing part. I'm just like, this story's so good.
You can blame Crunchyroll
Yeah.
because they produced that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so good.
It feels like, when they have to outsource certain scenes
Uh-huh.
to like shitty Chinese
Or
studios
Korean
or Korean.
studios.
That's what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of students or
That makes
whatever.
me so sad. I mean, I almost wish the show had like the Mashoko Tensei treatment.
Oof.
Because that one is like really well animated.
Well, yeah, we all wish every anime was like that.
I know. I mean, for me, it depends on like the storyline, right? Like something like Konosuba, I'm fine with what it is.
Well, yeah.
Its derpiness lends itself
Yeah, but
to
that's
the,
how it's
to,
supposed
to the
to
genre.
look.
Yeah.
I'd argue that all realism is supposed to look really good.
Yeah.
But for a show that is like that right now, though, I think Nomad. I know
Oh.
you're caught up.
Oh.
Are you caught up?
No,
No,
Are you caught up?
Yeah, of course. I am.
Bruh.
I need.
Isn't
I
it
need
so
to catch
sad,
up.
dude?
So
It's gonna end so sad.
So this season of Nomad or Megalo Boxing is, I don't think it's as good as season 1. I do like it.
I like the story more.
You like the story more?
Yeah, the first Megalo Box is more hype because
it's fighting
traditional,
all the way
the-
through.
but this one has more character development, and I fucking love that shit.
Well, it's character development. Kill off that character, then character development, and then kill that one off.
Just keep it going.
Yeah, but so I don't know. This season, Joe runs away because it makes no
Shit.
sense for
Yeah.
me why he does. But he leaves. He comes back after meeting probably one of the coolest characters I think in the show, Gibraltar. I think his name is. I don't remember his full name, but it's the Chief, the hummingbird
Dude,
guy.
Chief is fucking best boy.
He's great.
When he died, dude, I was so tilted.
Yeah, he got backhanded.
Dude,
in the fucking brain.
he's in this immigrant town. They don't belong anywhere, and like the government's trying to pawn off the land that they live in because they don't own it. So he goes on fights underground, and then he gets into this tournament. And if he wins it, he can buy that land so all the people can live there.
Yeah.
He wins it. But he has so much damage that he passes away that night. He goes to bed, he doesn't wake up.
He's like, I'm going to sleep. And
Yeah,
you're like, oh no!
because you can tell he has like some like brain damage.
Yeah.
Because it's
Doesn't
fucked
wake up.
hit,
He dies. So you're just like, ah.
He had a concussion, and now you
My
gotta take care of
Yeah,
it.
my boy.
Yeah, it's pretty tilting.
Pretty tilting.
And then I don't know, this new half of the arc. I love the first half. I'm not a big fan of the second half because it's Yuri and his protege, and then you meet Mac, right?
Fuck Mac.
And then you meet Mac, who was
He was a police.
he was a boxer who became a policeman who became paralyzed because he saved like kids.
Yeah.
And now they're doing tests on him, and he's now like a god tier boxer. He's like number 1.
Yeah.
He beat the thing, but they put this drug in him.
It's like a drug or like they kind of just redid his whole nerve system,
Oh.
and it fucks with his brain,
Yeah.
and it turns it very like animalistic.
Yes, very animalistic.
Yeah, so he fucked up the world champ
Yeah.
after he like went unconscious for a second, and he came back all like rage mode
Yeah.
and fucked him up, and pretty much he ended his career.
Oh, he did. He basically paralyzed.
He's paralyzed. I was
Because he knocked him out, and as he was falling, he went for this.
Dude, that was illegal as fuck.
Yep.
And no one called it, but whatever.
Well, the problem is there's no ref to block, so it was like technically it wasn't illegal.
You were gonna go against a guy in a super suit.
Yuri saw it happening, so he threw the towel.
Yeah.
But by the time the towel was in the air and hit, he was already
And dude, he threw it. It was
basically
like
dead.
falling. He's just like boom, dead.
Fuck.
basically.
Yeah, dude.
But he didn't die though.
He didn't die.
He's just paralyzed, so dead.
There's a chance he may come back, but I fucking doubt it.
I doubt he'll be a fighter. I think at the end he'll
coach.
be like a coach or something. But I don't think he'll be like Yuri where he's in the wheelchair.
Yeah. So the whole drama is he ran away, Joe, because obviously what's his name?
Sriracha.
Sriracha, the coach.
Yeah.
He fucking dies. 'cause he
I
has,
was
like,
thinking the kid.
no,
Sorry.
he has cancer.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So he dies. He feels kind of guilty because
He wanted to fight.
he wanted to fight to get some money to
Pay.
prolong his life a
Yeah.
little bit. But what
He
they
died
all really
before the
wanted was
fight,
to
yeah.
just spend time with him in his last
Oh,
moments, and he
yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah. And he lost the
He
fight.
lost the fight, and then he finds out he died.
Yeah.
So he wasn't there because he feels guilty. And then the little kid, Sachio,
Sriracha,
Sriracha, he blames him for that. He's like, I don't want to fucking see you again. You fucking did this to us, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. So he's just like, oh, like, sad boy.
Yeah.
And he leaves. A fucking typhoon destroys the gym.
Yep.
And that was their last, like,
Yeah.
memento of him. And then, they grow up, they do, oh shit, they come back.
Yeah, they're all like teenagers.
They're
now.
teenagers now, yeah. It's fucking weird. And, like, they're slowly trying to, like,
Yeah.
Weave
fix
him
their
back in, yeah.
relationships.
He fixes his
He fixes the
relationship
gym,
Yeah.
and,
really quickly with like everyone except for Sriracha.
yeah.
Because Sriracha's just like, fuck you, I'm dark depressed boy now.
I'm a teenage emo boy.
Yeah, but
And he's
Fuck
a,
you.
And he's a megalo
you ruined him
boxer.
alive.
He's a megalo boxer too at the
Oh,
underground. And he
okay.
just gets his ass rocked because
Oof,
he's
yeah.
He's
fucking
small.
small. But he comes back. They finally patch their relationship somehow. I can't remember.
It was just like he was just doing like nice things for him, like the one guy that he has a restaurant. He gets vandalized. They steal the deed for his restaurant, so he goes and fights the dudes for the deed.
Yeah.
But he had to agree to lose on purpose to get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right now, so the last episode is him, Mac versus Joe. And I
I have a
think
feeling that'll go.
I'm gonna say I think both of them are gonna die.
No, this is what's gonna happen, dude. Okay, so he's not fighting gearless anymore.
Yeah. Of
He's
course,
fighting
yeah.
He's got the
with
hummingbirds.
Chief's fucking old armor because he gave it to
tilted.
him. Because him and his son built it. His son died or whatever. So that's how he remembered him. So then he like passed it to him. Then everyone helped rebuild it so he can use it because the chief was fucking huge. They give you hints that Joe has fucking brain damage.
He's got that CTE.
Well, he's taking like he's brain damage mixed with he's addicted to painkillers. So he's having that issue.
Yeah.
He's got that CTE.
So we're gonna get the Hajime no Ippo ending where he's gonna win and then he's gonna die standing in the ring. That's how it's gonna end.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hajime no Ippo's so good.
Hajime is fucking good.
but yeah, it's like, I was like,
I feel like
I
that's how it's gonna
just
end.
remember.
There's gonna be an intense fight, wins, and then fucking dies.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
'Cause they're already talking about it.
Yeah.
I think the show is a good 8.5, maybe 9.
It's
like-
a 9 for me. It's pretty good. It was my favorite this season. Just like
I need to catch up on it. That's what I wanted to watch, and I just didn't.
Do you have any more shows? Because we got the 3 to talk about, and I got one big one I wanted to talk about. That's my favorite.
I watched
show.
Backflip.
Oh, okay.
I think Backflip was the better sports anime this season. It's about men's rhythmic gymnastics.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The animation is really fucking good.
Oh, okay.
The story is really nice. Has some wholesome moments.
Mm-hmm.
Some career-ending injuries,
Mm.
maybe. Yeah. Because like the last episode, this dude kind of like sprains his like wrist,
Ooh.
so you can't do fucking
Yeah.
flips or anything. And it's like a couple days before they have to do a show or like a tournament to get into the inner highs.
Okay.
So they're like, we can perform with 5 people, but because we lose one person, they just automatically reduce points for
Oh.
you. So they're like, no, I'm just gonna go to the hospital, check it out real quick, and they're like, oh, please let me perform this match or whatever. And he's like, I don't know, man, you can't. It's like career-ending injury.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the coach did that. He had a career-ending injury, and he just like, fuck it, I'm gonna perform, and then that was it. He fucked it up. So he was like, okay, fucking do it. He performs, they make it. Find out it's not career-ending, but he has to take a whole month of not practicing, which is like right up to the inner high.
Uh-huh.
So he can't practice until then. And that's where it's kind of like, oh, we qualified, we're gonna practice, blah blah blah.
Oh,
This
nice.
is nice
12 or 13
12
episodes?
episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if this
It's very
was...
nice and quick. And
Oh, okay.
Good animation.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty
I like
good.
that, I like that. You got any more? I got one more.
No, the only other shows were
What else
season I
did I
didn't watch.
watch?
Seems like garbage if you don't remember.
No, I think
No.
that's
That's
it.
it?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
it.
We
So
go-
I
we
want to
go with
end
the
on my
3.
favorite show of this season, Vivy.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
by far the best show
That's
of the
right.
season.
That's right.
No, it's the best show.
I
You
wanna
think
watch it.
Megaloboxing good? Megaloboxing's ass compared to this show. So this
It's
show is about...
Wit Studio at its
This
finest.
show is a fucking idol show to the max. So it's about this robot... already idly. This robot who... I'd say she wants... Her goal is to sing on the big stage of this thing. So she finds this little fucking cube robot that fucking tells her, he's like, oh, you'll be able to sing, but this is what happens. Basically, all the AI freak out and just start killing humans. Just fucking fuck up everybody. So they're like, oh, I'm going to give you this program. So he runs like a program through her. So she's like now 2 people. She's Diva and Vivy. And she has like a 2 personality thing. So she's trying to stop that from happening. So this is from the future. They're on like timeline 2, I think, is what they say.
What?
Yeah. So like the first thing happened, they sent this program back to the past to stop it from
It's a
happening.
time travel show.
Yeah. No, kinda. It doesn't
Time
very...
travel in the premise.
Yeah. that's the premise. You don't really deal with it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So she's going through all these scenarios to stop like the AIs from killing people beforehand.
Uh-huh.
So there's like a part where the spaceship is crashing or gonna crash because of the AI, but she goes up there as like an attendant. She helps out, and then she like diverts where it's crashing to save tons of lives. And so she does that all the way through the show, and the fight scenes are clean. The animations,
I've seen those.
animations by what's it called?
Wit Studio at
So
its
fucking
finest.
top tier animation. So anyway, so she does all this stuff to try to stop the world from ending, but then something happens. It's one of those I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil.
Spoiler.
I'm not gonna spoil
No,
this
let's
one. This is
not.
one I won't spoil. I think it's
Wow,
really
of
good.
all shows not to spoil.
Because I think this show's really good, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
You can spoil it for me afterwards.
I'll spoil it for you
for
afterwards. But just what happens and all the dynamic through the people. Like, I will say through the show, like, time does move forward a lot because she's AI, so
Yeah.
she can survive through, she doesn't get old.
Uh-huh.
So, like, the little girl in the beginning helps her. She wants to be like an idol. She gives her this teddy bear that the little square becomes part of.
Oh.
So it's so fucking cute. It's the AI controlling the teddy bear, but he doesn't, have limbs, so he's like kind of flopping around. It's so funny. But she ends up dying during one of the missions. Like, she saved everyone, but she had to die for it.
Oof.
And it's pretty tilting throughout that, but it's a great show. I think it's
I need to watch it.
I think it's
really
like a
do.
9.5.
I really do
almost
watch
a
it.
10. I'd put it as a 10, but I don't want to just throw 10s out there. So 9.5.
You're gonna throw a 10 on your anime list?
I have a lot of 10s on my anime list.
What?
There are a lot of
You
awesome
monster.
romances. So this is a 9 on there because they don't do 9.5. But I think this is the best show of the season. But now, I guess...
Dude, 86 is the best show this season, according to people on the internet.
I guess we're starting with that one.
Oh no.
Okay. So 86.
Fuck that show. Boring.
It has, I'll tell you what, right now it has on my anime list.
It hurts
'cause-
me.
So right now
It
it has
hurts
an
me so much.
8.23 stars out of 10
It's the
On
best
my
show
anime
of this
list.
week.
of this week.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
You
I
read
read-
it. Is it good? It's good reading it, I
It's
assume.
good reading it. I enjoyed reading it.
I just keep hearing the last week's episode was really good.
I don't even think it was
I guess
that good.
It's finally shit happened or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna watch. It's like saying I'm gonna watch 11 episodes for one good episode.
I mean, it's like saying God Eater was good because of episode 10.
Nah, dude. Guardian was shit the whole time except for that episode.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
that's
now
what
but you would have to rate
that's
it
what
now
that's
an
what I
eight.
mean.
It's like-
That's what I mean.
Total Eclipse
Was good for the first 2 episodes.
They're so good, and then the whole show was ass. I feel so debated, dude.
You never seen
You watch,
Total Clips, right?
you
No.
watch God tier episodes, and then it's just ass the whole time.
It's another mecha.
Yeah.
It's an older mecha.
Yeah,
So-
ain't touching that shit. Anyway, so this show, I just want to start from the beginning. So this show is about, I guess you have 2 separate races. I don't even know what you consider. You have the blonde hair or
So,
blue hair.
No, you have
no,
districts.
so there's multiple
Is that-
races in the world,
Or
right?
districts,
Like
okay, sure.
each. I mean, it kind of gets into it later, but each like
Sure, whatever.
each country has its own like primary race. So that country's primary race is the silver-haired, fucking
Yeah,
blue-eyed people. Yeah,
The
and then-
Nazis.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then everybody else that used to live there got pushed out to camps.
Yeah.
to fight.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're controlling the robots to fight off
Robots.
robots that are attacking.
That steal your brain
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
die.
when you die.
I guess.
I don't know if it ever mentions it, but I can't remember if it's.
I think
it
at
says
the
in
end it's
show.
starting to mention.
It's so the way because the book cites this from the beginning, right? The robots were made by an empire
Yeah.
that were trying to conquer the world,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and then the robots pulled Skynet and turned on them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
They did say that.
Yeah,
actually.
okay, and then destroy them, and that's what it is. And so they're spreading everywhere, right? And so different countries have different means of dealing with it. That country decided, hey, we can make our own robots. And-
Shitty ass fucking design.
Yeah, and they made these fucking tanks, and
Crabs.
they put people in them. Yeah,
They put
Garbage.
the outcasts.
yeah, they put the outcasts, and they said they were drones, right? They're like, oh yeah, we have fully automated ones.
Yeah, whatever.
And then
I don't care about that.
yeah, it's whatever's.
Why do you want fully automated to fight fully automated? That just seems like they're going to take over the fully automated ones and they have more against
I mean, it's just the idea, right?
Horrible
like no
design.
one's dying at fighting the the automated ones because they're
For
automated.
moral reasons, dude.
Ethical bullshit.
Yeah.
So the main issue with the anime is it's a 14-minute anime,
Yeah.
restrung twice.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That's really annoying. And I can deal with it because I watch 14 minutes and I speedrun the last step.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. I don't care. I don't know. I just don't like anyone in this show. Like the main
makes
girl,
sense.
I think everyone likes the main girl. I think this is why this show's doing good.
She's so basic.
She's a basic
dude.
bitch.
Yeah.
I think she's horrible, annoying. It's like either do something or don't.
I like her later.
She become
Sure.
badass.
Yeah, I like her a lot later. That's like the first that's the thing too, going through like the first book. It's like you go through it and it's pretty like straightforward,
Sure.
and then it ends and you're like great, and it just becomes so much better from that ending onwards.
Okay.
But that's not what the show did.
In my
so.
mind, there's too much politics that don't matter. It's like, oh, we gotta do this, and then it doesn't happen. It's like, cool, that was a waste of 20 minutes of my time telling me we gotta do this. It's like, I understand it's politics, but it's like history. You don't learn about the shitty ass politics of the people in the background saying, this is what we did, but we didn't actually do that. It's
I don't
like,
know.
oh, cool.
I like I guess the ideas that they show in the show, or like why there's such shitty people and like the conflict of ideals, and
Yeah, but I
how
feel like
the
that's just
outer
in normal
people
life,
have to
too.
like deal with it or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I do like how they make it more human and relatable. But God, you have to tell it fucking twice.
That's the bad. That's yeah.
I don't know.
and I fucking hate it.
I think that's the worst part of it, but I don't know. I just didn't like the show. I think
Also,
the animation was garbage.
They want you to get attached to these characters when they die. You're like,
Oh,
oh
my
no, and I'm like, nah, I can't get attached to any of them.
Well, they died like within the same episode. They're trying to get you attached to them, and you're like,
And then they
"Nah,
try to,
okay,
like-
whatever."
I don't like play you a debate episodes later, and I'm like, it's too late. I didn't even like this character.
I don't know. Like I remember like when I went through it. I mean, obviously, you kind of just don't because you could feel like who your main characters are,
Like, yeah,
and
of
then
course.
and it's more like I feel like when I read it, it was like okay, I know these and I'll care about these, and everyone else is your standard fodder that's gonna die because it's a war story.
Yeah,
Does the main guy die?
I don't think it's finished, is it?
It's close.
So he's
he-
probably still alive.
So he's still
He's
alive. Wow.
It's close.
Of course he's not
it's
gonna
close.
die.
Well, they
it-
want his brain.
It's close to.
Of course they want it.
It's
Look,
close
you see how
to
strong
being
he is?
over.
He has big brain.
I don't know
He
if
does.
I don't know if 9 or 10 will be the last volume. If it's the last volume,
Even
Eight's-
him, I don't.
Eight's you're pretty much tying things up. So
Even the main character, like the main shooter, he was just a basic bitch.
He's just OP.
He's like, I'm depressed boy, and I shoot everyone in the face. You're like, I don't give a shit. Move on. Fuck the show. I think it's
are
like-
they all dead?
what?
All the humans that pilot the things.
What do you mean?
There's no humans in those things. They're pure machine.
Yeah, but like
They run on the brains.
they took the brains of his former allies or whatever, right?
Uh
And now they're just fighting against each other.
huh. Yeah, they did.
Dumb concept. I hate the spider tanks too.
It hasn't shown any of the bigger ones either, has it? Not
Showing the big one at the end.
Because there's really big ones.
I think the last one was pretty fucking huge.
Yeah.
With his brother.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that first book ends.
Maybe the second season
second
will be
book
good
ends.
because they approved it for a second one.
Yeah, of course they have.
Because like the world expands exponentially after that. It gets like really big, and
I don't
then
think the world is the issue. I think it's the stuff that's going on is the issue.
Well, this is book 0 technically or
one.
something.
Book
like
1.
that? Yeah.
yeah, it's the first book.
I don't know. I just didn't like the concept at all. I don't know. It was bad.
More fights.
I
Not
think,
enough fights to drown all that bullshit.
yeah. And the fights were garbage.
You
was like,
all
what?
5 seconds of it.
Watch my
Yeah.
speed tank go.
That was the other thing too.
Fuck
I
the
mean,
tanks.
the book focuses so much on like the fights and stuff like that as well. But
That
It's a
means it's
book.
going to be garbage. Because if it's fights, those were garbage.
Did they focus on like the strategy behind the fights? Because that would have been interesting. But they don't do that in the show.
No.
I feel like they do it. They do it in the second half of the show. Is the first half you learn about the pilots, and the second half is like strategy, and then that's it.
By the time I'm not paying attention anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not our show.
I don't know.
Maybe we have shit taste.
I don't know. I enjoyed
I don't know.
I enjoyed reading it. I enjoyed reading it.
You're
quite a
reading
bit.
everything. 4,
Oof, that hurts.
maybe 3.
0 because I dropped it.
You can't drop our shows. What the fuck?
I'm behind with 3 episodes, I think. And I just couldn't catch up.
The last episode's a huge, long fight scene. That's all it is.
It is.
It's like fucking 20 minutes of fight scene.
That's probably why people liked it.
It would have been good if the fight scenes were good.
I don't know.
Animation, 0.
I like the tanks.
That's okay. You have shit taste.
The tank looked cool though.
You
I
like
agree.
the tanks?
Yeah,
I'd rather
tanks
have-
are dope.
I'd rather have a Gundam. Gundams are way doper. You're telling me a tank is doper than a Gundam?
No,
It's a fucking
No,
thing that goes like
but-
this and goes.
But it did look cool the way it was animated.
I do like the difference of it as a person who watches so much mecha, but
It's like fresh of new air.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
It's different. I agree with that.
It's different. I do like it.
Sometimes different is not better.
I never said it was better. I just said I like it.
I know, but that's why you like it, because it's different.
Yeah.
Hipster mentality.
It's like it's different. Because
Anyway,
yeah, I don't know.
what do you give this show?
Well, I didn't finish it, so
That's true.
probably low.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's whatever's.
Now we got a 50-50 if you want to talk about your show or my show.
Kabaddi.
Kabaddi.
First half is ass.
Oh my god, the first half.
But the second half,
Your
it's very
first half is
hypey.
better than his first half. To say the least.
Yep.
This is so boring. Like trying to explain all the
All the rules.
So I
all
think
the characters.
I think what the show really fucked up on is I think episode 1's good because episode 1's you're
Yeah.
bringing everyone together.
Characters,
You
yeah.
can't fuck that up. But then episode 2 is like episode 1. You're bringing more people together and teaching more rules. And then episode 3 is like episode 1. And you're just like, stop.
I think it should have taken like the Saki route, where it just like showed you the sport and like explained rules as the sport was being played.
That's how the later episodes are.
Yeah, and
Where
it
you're
should have
like,
just
oh,
it should have
okay.
just been that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think the first half you could just smash
Yeah.
into maybe 2 episodes.
Yeah, because I mean I don't feel like the rules are super important.
It's not even hard to learn.
No, like just like story wise, when you're seeing
Oh, yeah.
something like this, I don't feel like it's as important as the energy the sport brings in and of itself. Like I said, we'll take Saki with Mahjong, right? I still don't fucking understand how Mahjong is played, but that show is fucking hype.
It was. I don't know how did you win, but fuck, you did it.
See, the issue with that show, I think it needs more. I think it needs a half a season to teach you every rule, and it would have been way better, right?
No, and I
That's how
feel like if they would have done that, they would have just been like, "Here is a sport.
Yeah.
Watch this sport. You may not understand what's going on, but you get." You're not stupid.
It's tag
Yeah.
with rules,
Yeah.
is what it is.
It's like-
It's not something too
Like,
difficult.
You're not stupid. You could figure some of it out just by watching, and then you could like introduce rules as it's being played, and then the
Weird
momentum
layers. Yeah.
and the energy of the sport will propel the story forward.
Like the more complex rules, like if you go in deeper,
Yeah.
you get an extra one. Like I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It'd be
Okay,
like
cool.
watching a fucking soccer anime. And they explained every penalty for the first half of the fight.
Before anyone
this is
kicks
what a
the ball.
slide tackle is. This is, he headbutted him in this one. You can't do that.
Uh-huh.
You'd be like, I don't give a shit. Just kick the ball. I know how kicking works.
Just do the game.
Yeah, so I think that really hinders this anime.
It does.
because you do learn rules. Like for instance, you play any new board game or anything, you learn everything.
You learn as you go.
You learn it so much better as you go than if you were to sit there and try to read the full
Yeah, because
instruction manual beforehand.
the first half you learn how, you learn the game
Yeah,
rules, and then
uh-huh.
you learn some basic, if I
Strategies.
do this,
Yeah.
I do that. And then after episode 4, I think, is when they start to be like, oh, a little bit more backstory about everyone's lives. And you're like, okay, I guess that's helpful. But you
And
can also
more
put
training.
that, you can put that within the episodes.
Yeah.
And then I'd say 6 is when it starts to pick up, but they start adding more rules with training, or with gameplay now. which is like, oh, they're finally doing something.
Yeah, or like, oh, this is the strategy you can take in this scenario. I'm like, oh, thanks, show.
Yeah. And I do like the characters. I
Yeah.
think they're all pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone I hate. I do start hating on some of the later villains, rivals.
Rivals, yeah.
But that's, that's a
That's
rival.
normal.
That's
You're
how you're
supposed to,
supposed to. Because I don't like was it the latest episode with Ace? The Ace guy? Whatever. The one who fucking tagged like 16 people.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the swimmer guy.
No. But the Ace guy, he's like,
Like,
I'm so good.
He fucking just tagged everyone, got everyone out. I was
Except
like,
for
what?
like the one main guy.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? This is crazy.
I'm like, nah, this is not real. This is bullshit.
This is that Kuroko no Basket levels of.
But Kuroko back here was fucking good, dude.
Well, yes.
But yes, it's not over the top.
Yeah.
I think this show just has a momentum problem.
It does.
I
It
think
starts off
that's
way too
pacing.
slow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just has.
It's like someone learning how to drive fucking manual. They put in fucking neutral and they don't know how to fucking start it, and it's rolling backwards for the first few episodes.
I feel
and then
like
they just slam it.
I feel
and
like
goes
that's
forward.
the biggest thing. It's like because when you say the characters are good, the sport sounds interesting, right?
Sport's pretty fun.
I feel like it's just
It's hardcore. It's tag with football.
it just has a
Or
pacing
wrestling, I guess.
And the
momentum
last episode,
problem.
they beat like the other team by like barely, like I don't know,
I think
2 points.
by
or
2
something.
points it was, yeah.
I was like, oh shit!
Because the main guy's like, fuck you, I'm gonna tag everyone.
Yeah.
But I was really pissed off at the Ace dude too, because he's like, I'm the Ace, I gotta tag everyone. And he fucking injures fucking main character, or main tagger on the other team. And he's like, I'm still gonna win because I'm so good. I'm like, you injured the best guy on their team, and you're saying I'm the best, because it's like, yeah, it's like God versus a whole bunch of plebs, because the other God's sleeping. It's like, fuck that guy.
And then he got him out,
Yeah.
like legally. He was like, oh, he can't do anything.
Oh,
and then
dude,
it's
yeah.
all to the main character to win the game. It's like
It was
there's
hype.
like
It was hype.
a few seconds left. It's like, oh, okay.
So what you're telling me is this hype should have been over here.
I think this hype is episode 6. Hype.
Yeah.
It should be. Because I think 4 and 5 should be
Like
the
1 and 2.
practice where they
Yeah.
2
lose.
and
Yeah, because they lose in that,
Should've, like,
and
2
you're
and
like,
3.
oh, they're going to get better. And then they win in 6 is what I would do. And then you'd have the big tournament.
What threw me off is like this whole season was just practice.
Yeah.
And they didn't even get to the inner high or
Yeah.
like the qualifications
games
to the
or-
inner
yeah.
high.
Well, they practice this team that's supposed to be like the new up-and-coming one.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, if we beat them, we can beat anyone. And they showed us all these other teams, like all these other characters that we never see.
They do hint that there's a world team, like the Japanese
yeah.
like national team, and each of these other teams have one like
player.
one
from-
player from the national team,
Yeah.
and that's what they're like. Oh, this guy's good, or this team is
Yeah.
good because they have this guy,
Yeah.
or whatever. So if it gets the second season, that one's gonna be high.
I think second season will be good. I think season 1
if it happens,
is garbage.
first season's pretty garbage.
What do you give season 1?
Solid 5.
I agree with that. It's an easy 5.
Makes sense to me. From
What
what
is
has been
very
said.
entertaining.
Yeah.
My issue is like, I think it would have been a 6 to a 7 if the first 4 episodes or first 6 episodes weren't garbage.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, oh, these are the rules. Oh, this is us training more.
Because I think episodes, I'd say 2 through 5 are like a 1. Like a legit 1. And then it goes to like a 9. It's
Yeah.
There's no balance. It's just really good and really bad. You just slap them together. You get a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We got one more this season, I hope.
I think so.
Yep, it's the last one.
What's the
Last
next
one.
So we got Nagatoro. I
It's
think it's
not
not
on
in
there.
there.
It's not.
Nagatoro, which was my choice. So this is one I have read.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. As I said, it's about
wholesome.
yeah, it's a wholesome show about a girl who basically kind
wholesome
of bullies.
cringe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's up your alley, my dude. You love cringe.
No, it has to be full cringe, not wholesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, this guy.
So it's like conflicting emotions, and it's just kind of like, I don't like it.
I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
I'm behind that.
Oh,
this
no,
this week's episode.
Oh,
This week,
I'm
I
fine.
finished it as you were watching the
Damn
other
it.
episode because it came out at fucking like 10 today. And I'm
oh,
like, I gotta watch
never
it.
mind. I haven't watched the
Yeah.
newest one yet.
It's the one where they judge the paintings.
yeah. Okay.
And so it's about a show where a girl bullies, I guess, this nerd, but she likes him, so she's using it as it's a tsundere vibe, which is top tier right there already for me.
Dude.
She's dark skinned too. Fit, perfect girl. But I said I like her as a character. Everybody else is okay in my mind because you have
all the different gals.
All the friends are so fucking weird, and they're all
so
like
funny
opposite spectrums of who everyone is. Because you got like the real dumb blonde girl who fucking
repeats everything, or the other one.
No, the one that hangs out with the video game club.
Oh, that one.
And you're like, what the fuck? And you got
she's great.
The repeating girl, and then you got big-breasted.
The traditional gal character, like the delinquent character.
The delinquent, that's the word.
The delinquent character.
And then later on, you meet the president of the art club, and she's fucking
the president.
fucking stacked, my dude.
When they showed her painting that she did, I was like,
dude,
damn.
Her new painting is way spicier.
Damn.
It's like full front, and you're like, damn, man.
Damn,
how's he gonna win this?
Jesus.
It's just
it's a fun show.
It's just a romance, basically.
It's a fun, etchy romance.
It's also, obviously, if you couldn't tell, by a hentai artist. Really? So that's it. I liked it.
It's got some top tier dojins too.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
I don't think there's much to talk about this show. It's just
it is what it is.
Romance. 8.
I give it a 7.
I didn't like it, so I gave it a 5.
Damn.
I see you. I see you.
We gave all of our choices 5s.
At some point.
I think he gave all of them 5s.
So what you're telling me is we're really bad at picking stuff.
We're just mid. We're mid. That's what it means.
So now we see this.
Well, because the point of like choosing a show is because it was a show you weren't going to watch in the first place.
Well, I'm choosing shows.
That's true. Yeah.
Kinda. I'm choosing shows that's my interest. Is what I'm choosing. I don't know if you're gonna watch it. That's what I'm choosing.
It was like I would have chosen a different show, but like, everyone will fucking watch this show because this show is good.
Oh.
Or
True.
allegedly good.
Yeah. So next season.
That's what I'm trying to look at right now.
Mine is.
I don't mind.
Water polo anime.
Of course. Is that the one you said?
Yeah, it's the one I said.
I called it. You good?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna do another sports one. I'm like, why? There's no good sports ones, and I guess you do yours real quick.
All right.
I don't know if you want to talk about why you chose it or just to be an asshole as you are.
I mean, he was just gonna pick whatever sports one he found. So
True.
we already knew where this was going. You gotta go looking for it.
There's a show that you were gonna choose, and it's an isekai, but it's not like a fighting isekai. It's more like this guy is trying to rebuild this country like economically and socially.
Do you know why I didn't pick it?
Why?
Rule 1, I've read it.
Fuck you.
It doesn't matter.
But 2, because I mean, it's a series I think I would enjoy a lot more reading than I would watching, unless depending on how it's paced, because the whole book goes into like, it's very, to a certain degree, it's very like Spice and Wolfy in a way, at least if you read Spice and Wolf, where it goes
like Spice and Wolf.
where it goes into like deep into like politics, administration, economics, like government programs, because that's the entire thing of it. It's an administrative isekai, which I enjoy reading because I enjoy those things.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, because I enjoy those things, and it's just fun seeing the political dynamics and stuff. Because it's also military planning and the strategic and political like advantages to warfare and stuff like that, and how it works out. I don't know. I enjoy reading it. It was a fun read, but I didn't want to pick it, so.
I'm gonna watch it, and I hope to God it's not like 86.
What, an 8.5 or whatever that Malik
Well,
is it?
I mean, the story isn't trying to be edgy.
Oh, okay.
It's a harem at the end of things. So I mean, it's still blatant, isekai. It just has a different focus than I get powered up by levels and I'm a fighter. Because that's not what the main character is.
Mine's a sports anime. Water polo. I've never seen water polo. I
You
kind of know
what
what
water polo is.
I know what it is,
Okay.
but I just don't know all the rules. I know like the basic rules. It's on my mappa, so it was like good animation. Hopefully,
I hope the
Oh,
first 6
oh.
episodes teaches me how to play water polo, and it's like practice.
I hope not.
Does it? Wait, what's the synopsis?
It's a guy that used to play water polo.
Okay, so he already has the concept of how to play water polo down.
He gets injured,
Oh, okay.
goes into high school, and he's like, you know what? I should join the water polo team again or whatever. And allegedly they run into issues or something like that's what the synopsis
Yeah,
says.
that's what I said. I just
Yeah.
read it. Because my worry was like, he's a guy that wants to
never
play with
played.
it. It's like, oh, God. So to me, what it sounds like, it sounds like it'll be probably 2 episodes of explaining and meeting characters, and then it'll be probably hype. Maybe.
See, but like even in Backflip, the main character of Backflip
Yeah.
is a baseball player, and he's never done gymnastics before, and it's just the first 2 episodes that he just like learns the basic
Yeah.
routines, and after that,
But I feel like gymnastics is a different beast. Everyone knows what gymnastics is. Everyone knows people just do
Yeah.
flips.
Yeah.
They do flips and crazy shit. I mean, it's not.
That's all in gymnastics.
I mean, there's other things, right? But I mean, the point is, you run. Your body does weird contortionate flippy stuff, and it looks really cool.
You said they run. The people in the rings don't run.
Okay, they do weird flippy contortionate stuff. Like they belong in some circus,
But
and it looks really cool.
But there's rules I don't understand. I need 6 episodes to explain why he has to hold 2 rings and not just the one.
So we're watching the water polo one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Watch some.
Sonny Boy.
Yep, Sunny Boys. The
Looks,
one
I
I'm
was gonna
taking.
watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah. Well, I saw it. I'm just like, okay. Interesting style. Check. Madhouse.
Is
So
it an interesting style? Have you only seen the cover of it?
no, I've seen like stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember,
if it's just
I
the
remember
cover,
when
it looks
I remember
basic.
when this was announced, and I did look at it a little bit. And like
Yeah.
the manga has like different kind of design.
it
and
does
Yeah.
look really cool.
It's very. It has that like a lot of Masaki Yusa's kind of style of art, like the weird Madhouse stuff that Madhouse does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Madhouse and then sci-fi, and I was just like, well, we don't get a lot of these, so this is the one I'm gonna go for.
There's 2 this season for sci-fi.
There is.
The one I look forward to the most is obviously the Slime Show season 2.
Hell yeah.
Best Boy the Demon,
And other best boy.
and other Best Boy the Dragon.
Yep.
The other show I'm looking forward to is Girlfriend and Girlfriend.
Oh. Okay.
Kanojo
The Kanojo.
Yeah.
Kanojo.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking forward to is Kobayashi season 2,
Yep.
and then the show I'm choosing because this is for Bob.
The Aquarium one, isn't it? Fuck you.
I was close. I was thinking about
The PA Works one.
Is that PA Works?
Yes,
is
PA
doing that
Works.
one?
Ah shit, I might watch it just this PA.
No, I'm gonna do
Higarashi.
Jai-sama Won't Be Discouraged. The Great Giant. I don't even know how you say it. Will be defeated.
Which one's that
What
one?
the fuck?
Show me.
It's this one that you
Ah,
don't
fuck
want
you, dude. That's the one I was not gonna
Oh
watch.
no!
Look, it looks wholesome as fuck. It's a comedy supernatural shonen.
It looks just like Nagatoro.
That's the point. I don't think it's a romance though.
It's Silverlink.
Yeah. It's a
maybe
comedy.
good. I don't know.
I mean, I almost thought you were gonna pick that one.
I will sit
Here.
through that. He's gonna sit through it.
The Megalo Rio no
I
Rio.
watch it anyway,
Yep,
dude.
the comedy.
I'm
I
not
see
gonna
that
lie.
etchy harem on there.
I'm not gonna lie. The show that I really want to watch because I read the description and I saw a little bit of it is Umarachi Unisan. Unisan?
Is that
Okay,
uncle,
Umarachi.
something uncle or whatever in English?
It's hello boys and girls. Do you like? Oh well. This
Oh,
is
the
synopsis.
depressive one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello boys and girls. Do you like guys with more than one side to them? A 31-year-old gymnast coach in a children's educational TV program together with mama. He might be sweet on the outside, but all the boys and girls are inevitably scared the other glimpse he gets. He's dark and emotional. That's this one if you're looking for it.
Oh no!
And I've only seen one clip from this show so far.
I see furries in there.
No, they're just like the little bears, like like a children's show.
Oh, okay.
But there's the one clip where he's like, "Who's ready, kids?" And they're like, "I am." And like put their hands up. "Who's happy?" "I am." And he's like, "Who's really depressed and doesn't really like life?" And they all look at him all weird. And he's like, "I am."
There's another Mappa show. There is.
The Nighthead.
Nighthead
2041.
It's called like Hion Sedai no Ida Tentachi.
I don't know what the fuck you said.
I don't either, but that's what it says. It's a shonen.
Dude, that's another.
Well, it says it's seinen, so. I don't know.
Irregular and Magic High spin-off.
Yeah, but I have to watch the season before this season.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's a spin-off.
So was the last one, I thought.
No, the other one's like season 2 of that
Is
show.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see Nighthead, but that's by. I have never heard of this studio.
No, but it
The
looks
Shirogumi.
might look fire.
It looks CG.
Maybe
Never
it's
mind.
good
That's
CG.
definitely CG.
Oh, that's
Which
CG.
one
That is That's definitely
That's CG,
CG.
yeah.
I see that cell shading. That's CG as fuck.
I'm looking forward to.
Remain is the one you were. Yeah, the one you were talking about. Okay.
Oh, is the one show where like he goes back 10 years and then goes to high school?
That looks
or
interesting.
College or whatever.
That one's. This
There's a magical girl show.
Bolchiko no remake. Yeah.
There's a magical girl show.
Then there's
By
Tenti.
JC Staff.
I'm looking for Tenti wa Mo.
Holy fuck, JC Staff has a lot of them. But then again, it's a big
Scarlet
company.
Nexus?
Oh, I saw that.
Love Live?
I'm not gonna watch that.
I thought that was your show.
That's his show. He's seen more than I have.
I'm gonna
It's
watch.
true. I've
Fucking,
only watched one season of it.
It's more than I have.
I'm gonna watch this shoujo
Like the
show.
original one. Which one?
Resident Evil comes out this season.
Oh, that's right.
Are they gonna drop it all like in one go?
Yeah, it's from Netflix. So.
It's gonna come all in one.
Oh, something for Bob. The Free movie.
The final free movie.
Thank God.
There's also
There's a lot of
I
like.
forgot what the show's called,
small
but it's
movies
pretty
that
good.
come out. Oh, that's.
Ancient Magus Break.
That show.
Yeah.
I know. From what I was looking on here, there's about 9 shows I'm gonna watch this
I
season.
still gotta buy that series.
You're behind again?
I
He just wants the manga to put on his shelf.
I'm only behind a couple volumes of the manga though.
Do you have boxes to pull your manga in now?
No.
He's gonna go.
Start in. What boxes do you have?
There are those bins that are over there.
Just toss them in there. Throw them at your dad's house. Empty them. Throw your next
That's
stuff.
probably what I'm gonna do.
Oh, everybody, we're moving, so
So
you'll
maybe
see us in
gonna
a
be-
different.
It's gonna be
yeah.
a different.
I don't
place.
know if we're gonna be here. That's why we're in this weird chair because we lost the other one. Or we threw
Weird
away the
chair?
other
We
one.
might be here next week.
I
But
think
none of
we
the shit's
are.
gonna be here.
I think I'm gonna have to put it in my car
Are you
and
moving
then
out
drag
next
it.
No, because Annette wants to clear it out. Because realtors are coming next week.
Yeah,
So I think we're just gonna have to drag it in and out of the house.
nice.
So. Two big things. My mom watched Love, Death, and Robots.
What's my mom watching?
Love, Death, and Robots. She loves the show. You know, it's just a great animation in general. And then our news thing. It's a great news article from Japan. I always find great ones.
Oh boy.
So, sex doll confused for dead body floating in Japanese harbor. So,
Yes.
I don't really want to talk too much about it because, it's just
That's funny.
Just
I think the
fucking
title explains it
sex
all.
doll.
You know what news I have? You know that guy from that 70s show that has curly hair?
He got canceled, didn't
Well, he's now in jail for rape.
he? Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's kind of a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I was like, what?
I saw the memes for it are great though. It's like, where do you see yourself in a couple years?
In prison?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I knew that. That one's been a thing for a bit. Because
Yeah,
they
no,
can't.
I think he's
they,
finally like in court now.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I remember they canceled the ranch.
He has a ranch?
Yeah,
the show.
The ranch.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's in a ranch?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the main with Ashton Kutcher and Wilmer Valderrama.
Of course.
Pretty much almost all of that 70 shows cast was in that show. It's a shitty show, but but yeah, I remember that got canceled, and then he got canceled because he's a fuck, and
The usual.
yeah, the usual. He's also like a Scientologist or some bullshit.
Yeah, but that's Hollywood.
Yeah.
I was reading comments about they're like, oh, he said he's Scientologist. The one underneath is like, that's all of Hollywood. It's like, oh, what a surprise.
Yeah.
My recommendation of this week before we end is this French show. I think it's about zombies. It's like Kingdom, but in French,
Okay.
like during the French Revolution,
Okay.
called La Révolution
La Revolution.
What's it
on
on?
Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, looks pretty good. I've seen the first episode.
Okay, I'll sit through it this week if I have a minute.
It's
probably-
I think it's just 8 episodes.
It's probably
It's
dubbed,
pretty
so I'll
sure.
probably...
I watched the
Watch
dub.
it.
Watch the British dub.
There's a British
There's
dub?
a British dub.
Okay, I'll watch
that
the
one
British
was
dub.
doable.
I'll watch the British
yeah,
dub.
yeah.
then. But I guess that's it for
Yeah,
this,
that's everything.
this week.
That's
Yeah.
everything.
We finished anime, guys.
Kinda. Like 95%.
Yeah.
We finished all of anime.
All
All of
anime.
it. It's all
We've seen
gone.
all of it.
We'll see you in 4 weeks for our next anime podcast.
Yeah, a while. It might be longer.
Think longer? I think 4 is a good...
Sunny Boy doesn't start for 20 days.
What?
No, it's out right now. It's literally out right now.
Bullshit.
Okay, hold up, guys, before you leave. We're going to double check.
Support us on Etsy. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, that's already got a rating.
Well, that doesn't mean it started.
That's the only one that has a rating besides, let's say, no rating, no rating, no rating, no rating.
Episode 1, 18 days, 19 hours.
So how's that
55
rating?
minutes.
There must be a episode 1 that came out for it then.
Yeah. That said, it's still 18
I'm
days
confused because
before
look,
it's first.
no rating, no rating, no rating, no rating. That one has one, but that's because it's a game.
I don't think
no
anyone's
rating.
watched anything. They just bumped up the number because what it is.
That has a rating, and that one has a rating. I know these two are out.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I,
Unless they dropped it as like a premiere somewhere. That's probably
they
what
all
did.
no. That's probably
That's some
probably
like
what they did.
con or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever ago.
Because I'm like, I know that's the only one that has a rating. So that means you can't rate on my anime list without a show.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
So that means
But it says
episode 1's
one.
out there somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Well, either way,
Well, anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
we'll talk about something random.
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil's next week.
Yeah.
We're doing our full Resident Evil thing, so make sure you catch up on your Resident Evil history.
Oh, game lore, I'm set.
I'm always up on my
Yeah.
both the movies.
I
and
Game
the
lore, I'm
I have
set.
2
Movies.
movies to
The
catch
what?
up on.
Yeah.
Last two.
Last 2.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna watch those,
Same.
and then I'll have everything caught up on Resident Evil, and I'll probably watch some bullshit about the video games.
I
That ties them
I saw
in.
a 2-hour one.
Is there? I'll probably watch that though.
It's like from 0
Because I remember,
to 8.
I know what
everything
happens in
between.
all of them. I just don't remember how they all tie together.
Oh, it gives you all.
What you mean, boy?
It gives you all the tie.
Besides Umbrella
It gives you all the
Academy.
tie-ins.
Okay.
It even goes into like the 7 DLCs and stuff.
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Yeah.
So I'll probably watch that.
Yeah.
But see you next week for our Resident Evil cast.
Bye.